Hello guys. Well, first of all I'd like to say, forneworld, I'm a big fan. On my less professional account I have been subscribed for a long time. But I would like to, give my views and opinions on who is the worst Hokage. While I feel like the second is a real dick, he has done some good things and I feel like he developed as a person as life went on. Like right now we're seeing him in his full dick mode. But then when he came to become Hokage, he sort of grew up a bit, let go of his hatred, at least somewhat, and although he did hate the Uchiha, he still kind of, tried to push past that. I mean, let's look at what he's done for us. He did develop the academy, the Ambu, the tuning exams, the military force, which the military force, I guess, is a, give and take, good, bad kind of thing. So he has done good things for his village. Like, there's no denying that. He did care for his people. However, I think Tobirama as a person was also, like, I don't know how to put this. He wasn't intentionally bad, but the things he did just fucked everything up. Because he hated the Uchihas for what life had thrown at him. He was a victim of his own environment, which led to his hatred. And that hatred that he showed just happened to be the trigger for Madara. So you can't really blame him for that, but at the same time, there's no denying he's still an asshole. And when it comes to Danzo, yeah, I completely agree with you. I believe Danzo took on Tobirama's ideals and then adopted the idea that Madara placed out about killing your own brother and stuff like that. He just interpreted everything wrong, and that was ultimately pretty bad. So yeah, I'm kind of doing this just on the spot, so I haven't really thought about what I was going to say. However, bringing up other things that Tobirama has done which are quite damaging, a big one is obviously the Impure World Resurrection, or Edo Tensei. But, I want to understand his reasoning behind that, because it may not just be, I decided to do it. There may be some reasoning behind it. I kind of feel like this Tobirama is sort of an example of hatred. You know how Naruto is kind of, the series revolves around this idea of hatred, and Naruto wants to conquer it. I think Tobirama is just yet another example of, what hatred can do to a person, and how he could not let go of that hatred or prejudice against the Uchiha. And it's somewhat understandable. I mean, his brother died, his father died, he was at war. It seemed like everything that was wrong in his life revolved around these Uchihas. So, I'm defending the man, but I do hate Tobirama. I really, really do hate him. But I feel like he needs to be explained. You can't just hate someone blindly. That would make us like Tobirama. So, yeah, that's my kind of 2 cents on it. Just trying to think if there's anything else I got to say. So all in all, was he the worst Hokage? Yes, I do believe so, although I do believe for the village, he did offer more positives than negatives, aside from the whole Madara going batshit crazy. For the Uchihas, not so much. I mean, I still think Tsunade is a pretty bad Hokage. She doesn't have the conviction or the skill, in my opinion, and she's let a lot of stuff slip. And, that bothers me a little bit, but compared to Tobirama, oh, she's a saint. And that's saying something, because I do not like Tsunade. But yeah. And this is all just my opinions, of course. And man, whenever I feel sorry for you. I've been reading through the comments, and I watched one of your video responses. And people don't seem to understand. People are entitled to people are entitled to opinions. Opinions can never be wrong or right, but you just have people riding your nuts saying all this shit like, fuck you forneworld, you're wrong forneworld. Well, in your defense, I do want to point out that everyone is entitled to their own opinions. And so, yeah, I did do this on the fly, and I feel like I've forgotten half the stuff I do want to say, but I guess that's the end for me. Thanks for checking this out, and thanks to anyone else who watched this. Peace. Actually, on a side note, there is one thing I would want to say. With Hashirama becoming the first Hokage over Madara, I do believe this was a good choice. However, I do believe for the good of the village, Madara would have done extremely well as the second Hokage. Anyway, peace.